Yeah, I seem to remember it. It was a Tuesday, and I was just waking up in the morning, and I had my radio on, and I heard what was happening in New York, and I couldn't believe it.
I was in Mrs. Knight's third grade class. All of a sudden, everybody was getting called for dismissal, and I had no idea what was going on.
I was taking my daughter to preschool, and I was on my way home when I heard about the first plane.
I was at home. I worked at the Harbour School, and I had taken off September 11th because I was sick. So I was laying on my couch. I was watching the Today Show, and they interrupted the broadcast for breaking news.
I was actually in school. They shut the whole class down and they turned the lights off, and it was very scary, and we were wondering what was going on.
I was a student at Towson University, and there was a lot of commotion going on, and our professor told us that we had to turn the television off and sit down and start class. And within about half an hour, it was total confusion, and the campus was closed.
I was in the kitchen listening to the radio while I was cleaning up breakfast dishes. I went into the living room because I knew it would be on TV, and I couldn't believe it. I wanted to see images.
I was in my classroom at a public school, and I'd heard about a plane that had crashed into the World Trade buildings, and I thought it was similar to what happened during World War II when a plane had lost its way and smashed into the Empire State Building. And then I turned on the news with my students thinking it was just an errant plane, and then when I saw two planes had flown into the two towers, then I realized that it was pretty significant.
I was in 5th grade in elementary school. We got sent home early. I didn't live near New York City, I lived in New Jersey, but we got sent home early and I lived near an army base. So I remember for the next week, maybe 2 weeks after that, hearing lots of planes flying over and feeling loud and large vibrations.
I turned on TV and I couldn't believe what was happening, and everyone's phones were blowing up.
They said that one of the towers had been hit by a plane, but they didn't really know what type of plane. And then I don't know, I was watching, and later we saw the second plane hit while I was watching the news.
My mom didn't tell me anything on the car ride home, and I was very confused. And she didn't tell my sister or I until we got home from school what was happening.
And my mom and my sister, they rushed to the school, and they took me out, and they told me something really bad happened.
I didn't know what was going on, but I hoped that everybody was safe after that. It was a scary time, but everybody kind of got through it, and our lives kind of all changed after that.
My students, of course, were very scared. We ended up taking the time to talk about the possibility of a terrorist attack and the roots of terrorism throughout history.
And I watched the rest, and I saw the second plane crash on television.
And then I watched it unfold on the news all day.
I was heartbroken, I was shocked, and I was really scared.
I knew people that couldn't get in touch with their relatives for like 3 or 4 days, and they finally, found out that they were, safe.
It was just really surreal, something that we never thought would happen in our time.